Right then guys, inside the van. So coming through the back door, you've got this sofa here which pulls out into a double bed, and there's tons of storage as well, fold up storage underneath it. Also underneath it is where the diesel heater is for the living area. Loads of lockers up the top. You've got a Fiamma turbo vent there, which is really good. Couple of fans and what have you around, bit of storage, USB ports, light switches. The diesel heater controller is conveniently next to the bed there as well. Little things like this, quite cool. Mirror actually moves out, which is ideal for myself that wears contact lenses, because sitting in a funny position on the sofa trying to do them is not great. So yeah, loads of storage, tons of storage here as well. The water heater is in the bottom cupboard there, and it's also accessible from outside. This side, so you've got huge big box that, because I do a lot of mountain biking and they're quite expensive, I put that inside the van just so that the bikes were inside there. It's a little bit unsightly. I think most people would take it out. I just haven't had time, and I think it's better for people to put their own spin on it. It's not pleasant inside because it was just for my bikes. It's essentially a shed. But yeah, as you can see, it's just timber framed, easily taken out. It's actually over the top of a bed, a single bed, which has storage underneath it as well, so it's easily taken out. We had a 6-month-old baby with us on our last 3-month trip, so she just slept up here. Obviously you might take this out, but a little bit of netting that clipped onto the roof to keep her in there. Not the nicest place, I wouldn't have said, but it was ideal for her because she was right next to us as well. We put a little curtain up between the living area because obviously she went to bed earlier than us, and it just gave her a little bit more sound deadening for her, I guess. You've got lots of cupboards again, either side, really big cupboards. On the bottom one there, you've got the gas heater because there's 2 living area heaters, I suppose. So you've got I think it's a Carver gas heater, so it's a really good brand. Works really well as well. Runs off the LPG system in the van. And on this side, on these cupboards, the bottom one, you've got the water heater in. There's all sorts of outlets all over for the heating systems. You've got an electrical start for the water heater system there. Generally, don't use it, and it isn't actually wired in because it works off gas, and we've got a huge gas tank, LPG tank. Plus, if you've been driving, the water system gets heated through the engine as well. So we never needed to use the electric to heat the water, so it's just been disconnected. You've got a mini microwave here, which is absolutely brilliant. It's really small, but big enough for kind of microwave meals if you ever eat them, or just warming milk or what have you, or anything like that. We've got 2 spare glass bottoms for it as well, just in case one broke. But not often used, but it's great to have if you need it. I'll give you a quick view of the front, the kitchen area. As you can see, tons of storage up the top, tons of storage at the bottom, tons of storage at the top again. Under both seating areas is the electrical systems. I'll go through that in a minute. So, yeah, we've done the microwave. Loads of plug sockets along here. You've got a Vitrifrigo fridge. I'll probably send that wrong. There's a 12 volt and 24 volt. It's got a little freezer system in there as well. Freezer door, you have to put it in place manually. The hinges are broken on it, but it works. If you want a new freezer door, they're £25. So yeah, really good fridge, really expensive fridge. Old person who had it before us put that in when he built the van, and it was a godsend last summer. We had super hot temperatures and everything was always chilled in there. Frozen stuff was always frozen as long as we didn't overfill it. it was brilliant. So next we'll go with a hob. You got 4-ring gas hob, LPG hob. Works treat, everything works on it fine. The piezo ignition system works, and underneath it you've got a stove's oven and grill. Oven's great. Could do with a little clean. I do apologise. We got back off our last trip. We kind of just brought the van up to this storage place where we keep it, and we've not really done much. Got grill as well, where we convenient kept our bowls. Stop them moving anywhere. The grill and the oven are absolutely brilliant. I'd say we used them basically every night on our last trip. The oven fits pizza in, which is a bonus because I love pizza. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Obviously warms the van up a little bit because it's so much heat from the oven, but soon cools down. The splashback area looks like tiles. It's not. It's this kind of plastic fake tile stuff. Didn't tile it because I didn't want the hassle, first of all. Didn't want the extra weight either, and this stuff wipes down clean so much easier. It looks okay. You've got a low water warning there, and you've got a water pump switch there to turn the water pump on for the tap. The tap you've got 2 of. One goes through, I think it's 2 filters. The other one goes through 1 filter, so a bit of a bonus. You don't really have to worry about where you're picking water up from, because it's either 2 or 3 stage filtering on that one. I'm not sure, I can't remember. But yeah, your water will be filtered. Filters come with a van, and they're readily available for about 10 quid or something like that, the filters, and they last years. So yeah, really good. Water's not turned on, as you can see, but it all works perfectly fine. All the windows have these blind systems on them. They might not look amazing, might look brilliant, but they work so well. They've all got built-in midginets, and they're an absolute godsend. So yeah, loads of cupboard space as well in the kitchen. There is a hidden safe right at the back of that lower cupboard under the oven. Loads of storage and stuff like that in here. Do mind the blue carpet, it's something we never got around to changing in the cupboards. But yeah, all sorts of stuff going on. And there is, under the front seat, another little locker which locks. Up the top here, biggest downside to the van is we never got around to changing this blue carpet and this old school kind of media system. It's got some CD changer, but yeah, easily to change yourself. Stereo works, got upgraded speakers, they're okay, they're not bad, but yeah, it is what it is. You've got a car parking, rear view camera there. Dash is pretty old school, as they are in these, but it does have power steering and it works perfectly. It's absolutely brilliant, the steering, better than my modern van, to be honest. Seat wise, they all got reupholstered a couple of years ago, and they've never been out of these covers. They're all captain seats with the armrests and what have you. Turn it round, give you a view from this side. Got another vent there, by the way, that opens, but it's not a turbo vent, a spinny vent. So yeah, you've got 2 passenger seats here, extremely overbuilt. I extremely overbuilt these because I had my 6-month-old little girl in them, and so the big steel frame and what have you underneath is really, really secure. MLTCS has said that I went overboard, but it's better to go overboard than under. Got a lot of electrical panels and switches here and there. You could turn this into a single bed really easily. It would fit, I'd say, up to teenager. Kind of looks a little bit small on the camera, but it's not that bad. And loads of storage again. And then if we go into the back again, this side of the van, the LPG tank there, lockable box, quite a big tank, I think it's 80 litres I think it was, all refillable LPG. Actually got a gas barbecue point here if you want to use it, I've never used it. But yeah, all pretty good. Tiny little rust spot here again. Obviously these are running down, I'll polish them out before anyone comes to look at it. They'll come off. But they're just where little chips and stuff have appeared. Same there. All sills and what have you. Bottoms of the body panels are perfect. As I say, it's been restored previously and it's absolutely mint. Yeah, we've got an electrical hookup point there as well. Don't often use it, but it's there if you need it, if you go onto a campsite. So I thought I'd do you a video of the van starting from completely cold. I haven't moved the van in weeks, so this is the first start it's had in weeks. So it'll be completely cold start. Could even have dead batteries because it hasn't moved for weeks, but I doubt it because they're pretty good. So down here we have an engine cut-off, or whatever you might want to call it. You can take that out and no one can steal it. I guess is the theory there. But anyway, it's completely cold. What's it starting? Perfect. Honestly, haven't started this vehicle for weeks. So yeah, straight away, starts every time. Runs absolutely perfect. I'll give it a few revs for you. That's it. Sounds great, as you can imagine. I'll just go around. As you can see, it sounds absolutely mint, because it is. It runs absolutely brilliantly. There's your exhaust. No smoke. Obviously they're not the cleanest of vehicles, so might get a tiny little puff of smoke, but runs absolutely amazing. The way it drives and the way it sounds as well is something that I'll miss massively. But yeah. Undersealed in the corners and what have you, just for safety really. Spare oil there if you need it. That just moves about a bit, rattles because big engine, but yeah, all good.